No matter how much bobcats love their school, there comes a day when they have to move on. Some of them have big plans.
After graduation, I'm getting a van with my friends. We're going to go on a cross-country tour, and then I'm probably going to adopt a dog or be homeless or something.
After graduation, I plan to get my master's in business administration at either Texas State University or Prairie View A&M University.
After graduation, I plan to go to medical school and pursue either obstetrics or pediatric surgery.
Some of them are searching.
I'm finding a job.
After graduation, I plan on getting a full-time job.
Well, I'm going to try to find a job. I have an internship right now. It's really, really good. I'm hoping to turn that into a job.
I am going back home to Houston, and I'll be working at a marketing firm in Houston as soon as I find a job.
And if they don't have a clue about what's ahead, they shouldn't worry. At least, not yet.
After graduation? Okay, I get that question all the time, and I honestly have no idea.
I have no idea.
I honestly have no earthly idea what I'm going to do. There's so many things I could do. It's just I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
They are not alone. It can be an emotional time, but when they jump in the river wearing their caps and gowns, those endless nights of studying at Alkek will seem worth it.
So whether you have big plans or small plans after graduation, we can all agree on one thing. The tassel was worth the hassle. So for the last time on Bobcat Update, I'm Julie Darner.
Apple has filed a motion to dismiss the FBI's request to unlock an iPhone used in the San Bernardino attack last December. Unlocking the iPhone might help authorities learn more about the attack and possibly the involvement of others. Apple is resisting government efforts to create a backdoor software. Apple says the software would make millions of iPhone users vulnerable.
The user has an expectation that my data will be protected and that there's no flaws in the security. What's to say that a hacker won't find that same backdoor that someone else put in so that the government could get it in? It's just not right.
Many people on campus own iPhones, and there's fear that the code-breaking technology, if it's developed, would fall into the wrong hands.
I feel like there is no privacy. You think that, I can put anything on my phone and no one will see it, but in reality, at any moment, the government's just going to be able to get into our phones and look at whatever, and it's just kind of an invasion of privacy.
Students understand that terrorism led up to the current situation, but they feel they're entitled to their privacy. Students send a lot of sensitive information on their iPhones, from routing numbers to pictures, and they don't want anybody else viewing such documents.
If there's a way that they could just do it for a situation like this, where it's used to stop terrorist attacks, or used to prevent more terrorist attacks, or to learn more about situations like this, I understand it, and I really don't have that much of a problem with it.
The fact of the matter is that many Texas State students have an iPhone of their own, and all of their personal data that's on this device is compromised depending what the FBI does. For Bobcat Update, I'm Christopher Cabello.
A fish tank can add a nice accent to a small apartment, but when it's time to take a long break from studies, for example, summer or winter break, some students don't know what to do with their finny friends.
A lot of people, once they're done with their aquarium organisms, it could be fish, it could be snails, it could be plants, when they're done with it, one common common practice is to take it into the nearby river and dump the contents into the water.
Sometimes they turn to throwing them in the river.
People are not wanting to kill their organisms, thinking that, we'll put it out in the water and it belongs in the water, so it's not that big of a deal.
This is illegal. This is not only damaging to the river, but to the fish as well.
Dumping fish tanks into the river is obviously a problem because all different types of fish exist that need certain ecosystems in order to be able to survive.
There was a program at Texas State that helped to promote information about the issue.
Here's what we'd like to do. Find a pet store that's willing to accept any type of aquarium organism.
Stores, like Earth Angels Pet Supply, accept most surrenders.
Here at Earth Angels, we will do a rescue and will easily take them off your hands.
Not only are the fish an issue for the river, but plants can be even more troublesome.
We had a plant species that you can still buy in some of our local stores. And recently it was reported in the San Marcos River. It may compete with the other native plants that we have, and the fear was that it could be a monoculture of this non-native species.
So remember, keep your pets and plants out of the river and help keep San Marcos beautiful. For Bobcat Update, I'm Brett Ellis.
I had the battle in Texas. Some dude called me out from LA. I went and battled in LA, and my life has almost changed. Like, talking about friend requests every day and stuff like that. It's been crazy ever since, but I jumped into the scene right on time, you know. The Spanish battle rap scene is huge. I think it's bigger than the one in the US, easy.
And then the first ones to really kind of bring light on it and do it here in the US, I would say would be Velorio. We all kind of got involved in it through them. El Mascaras was one of the original co-founders of Velorio with them. And then it was just probably about 3-4 months ago that he kind of decided he was going to start his own league.
El Mascaras has been like, he's just been like super supportive, you know, super cool with everything that I'm doing. He likes my work. I love his work. So I'm helping him out as much. I'm trying to help him out as much as he's helping me out.
We're just a fun family, man, and we want to keep it that way. We want to take the seriousness and the clickiness out of the picture and absolutely clear this beautiful path so these MCs can take off. So if I help make these stars, then you got more and more people to battle, and you get to see these rappers that come from nowhere in Mexico or buttfuck Texas, and now you're this huge star in LA. Like, that makes my day. That makes my week. Out here in Texas, you guys got this character named Terrorista, and we got our eyes on this cat. He's a beast. He's one of our top gunners. He's a wordsmith, and everybody is up on him now.
I like doing multi-syllabic rhyming. I've never heard that in Spanish when I decided to do it.